I wasn't sure I was going to get to make this video today or not, guys, but it looks like I do have time. So we're going to do a little bit of show and tell, some unboxings. I had a whole bunch of stuff show up today. It's probably going to take a little bit to do this video, so I went and got myself a beverage. First up, I have the storage solutions for this project we're working on. I bought a 970 Evo Plus. This is the 250 gig version of the 970 Pro. I got this one just because I figured this is pretty much just going to be a boot drive. I'll go over why in a little bit later. But we're going to do some unboxings, so let's get this one open. Now, this is one of the things that's absolutely crazy about how hard drive technology has come along. I remember when a Velociraptor, a Western Digital Velociraptor, which was like one of the first generation 10K RPM hard drives, was a thing. It's a 3.5-inch drive. It was a monster. It weighed a ton. This is my boot drive now. This guy. This little thing. I have thumb drives bigger than this. This thing is actually smaller than my finger. It doesn't even cover... Like, look at it in proportion to my... I have monster hands, so it's probably not the best example. But this little thing is 1/4 terabyte. I only got this one because it's pretty much just going to be for Windows and other, like, core applications. This is wild. They are also like pretty much the fastest of the solid state format. So we went with those guys as our primary boot drive. And I have room in the motherboard for more than one of these, obviously. I'm just getting one at first. This project is costing me quite a bit of money, so where I can cut a couple corners here and there, I am, where it'll allow me for future expansion. This being one of them. I'll drop one in now, and I'll add more later. And then this is our larger storage. I bought a 500 gig Samsung 860, which is pretty much the 2.5-inch form factor of the other Evo series. Now, these SSDs are slightly slower, but I mean, because they're limited by the cable instead of being a PCIe extension. Look at these little guys. This little 2.5-inch bad boy. So I have the drive sleds on the outside of the case. So most likely what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be painting these guys. And then maybe in the future I'll be getting drive tray covers. So I was thinking about doing something involving lighting with those. But for now, like I said, I'm saving a couple bucks from the finished overall project. Just getting one of these for now. I'll expand them later. They're not super crazy expensive, but I'm spending enough on this project as it is. So here's our storage solution. Small, elegant. So we got here. Now, this big boy. For a power supply, I ended up going with the Corsair HX series 1000 watt. Now, it gives me a lot more headroom from what I do currently need for the build that's going in it. Oh, geez, this is going to be awkward. So, I actually ordered a different PS SKU number than what they sent me. I ordered this power supply, but they sent me one with cables. And I specifically ordered the one that didn't because it was less expensive. Now, I'm okay with this because they charged me for what I tried to order. I'm not upset by any means. But anyone who's ever hoisted a power supply knows what I'm trying to do right now, and they know that it's a pain in the ass. This is the novel of a manual that comes with every single power supply forever. Setup instructions. Wall cord. Big canvas bag. Well, this is nylon, but like, actually, these are sleeved. These aren't terrible. But these are all my power cables. There's a billion of them in here. Some of these guys are sleeved, which I kind of like. Not sleeved to my liking. That's why I went and bought a nice custom kit from Cable Mod. Zip ties. They're going to come in handy when we start doing this build later. And then, here we go. Power supply. Now, one of the things I'm doing is I'm going to be modding this power supply. Not with anything crazy. I'm not taking a Dremel to it or anything like that. But we are going to be doing the whole thing in an automotive carbon fiber wrap. This is the same thing that I'll be putting at the bottom of the D5 pump. I'll be disassembling the replacement pump, which should be in a couple days for the reservoir one. And I'll be using the same carbon fiber wrapping on both of those, so that a lot of this branding on the side and stuff like that, that's all going to be covered up. Same thing with the branding at the bottom of the pump res combo. I didn't cover that in the last video, but it is something I will be doing. So that's going to pretty much involve getting like this like carbon fiber automotive wrapping that they make, the 3M makes. And I'll be using that and a heat gun to get it to fit in a more conforming manner so that I can kind of get these like lines that are in here. They'll become kind of like definition lines and add a little bit of a break from some of the form of the sides instead of it being just a conformed like single matte line. It'll have some texture to it. I've got to close this thing. Cable satchel is like, there it goes. There we go. Close this thing up. I'm just going to set it aside for now. And then we got the big boy. Oh. We got the big boy. This is the Aorus Waterforce Extreme GeForce RTX 2080. I did not buy the Ti. I bought the regular 2080 RTX. The difference in cost between the two was almost $800, and I was not willing to spend $800 more on a video card, considering this one was already $900. Oh, look at that. It's pretty nice packaging. So this video card comes pre-installed with a water block. Oh, wow, that is really nice packaging. All right, so before you even get to it... Oh, here we go. Before we even get to it, we've got, like, I assume this is going to be all my instructions and warranty and information on how to do maintenance, all in a really nice envelope. Like, that is really sharp. And then, oh my god, dude, this card is huge. Oh, look. They gave me some thermal paste for, I guess, when I have to take apart the block, if I ever have to clean out the water block, so I can reapply it to the GPU, like I would ever use their thermal paste. This card is heavier than I thought it was. Now, I know I said I'm not a fan of the vertical GPU mounting, but we might be doing that. I'm going to have to do a test fit to see if this is... I mean, this backplate's, like, pretty hefty, but... This thing is ooh, dropped the box. This thing's pretty heavy. Now, this water block covers literally everything. And... Is this missing a standoff? I think this is missing a standoff. Oh, no, it's not. We're good. That's just a light panel. All right. All right. This is heavy. But here we go. I've got the... You've got the main block on the top. A back plate so this thing doesn't collapse under its own weight. Are these plugs... Are they in there? Oh, no, they're removable. They better be removable. Fuck. If those plugs aren't removable, that's going to have to change where I put stuff in my loop. It looks like they are, but I am not positive. I'm going to have to take a look at this thing later. But yeah, this is the bad boy. This is the RTX 2080. Now, pretty much the only difference between this and the Ti, because they both support real-time ray tracing, is the amount of RAM and the number of CUDA cores. In my opinion, the difference was not worth. I'm very happy with this purchase, even though it might change the layout of the rig. I think that's quite all right. Oh, this is going to be a... Is this even peelable? There's no protective film on this. What the fuck? Is there no peel for this? That's disappointing if there's no peel. Alright. Either way, this is kind of alarming, actually, the amount of weight that this thing is bringing with it. I don't know if I might have to do vertical GPU mounting, because I don't know. I'm worried about this card supporting its own weight in the bracket. Now, I know that this bracket is what's going to carry most of the weight, and I shouldn't really worry about that, but especially with a backplate, but it is a concern of mine. So we're going to go ahead and put this down inside of this. Here's the bag. We're going to have some research to do to see if this is actually how it's going to happen, but I'm a little concerned about horizontally mounting this piece of hardware now, so I'm concerned. But that's my big box of toys that came today. So I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you're all still excited like I am to continue with this build. Take care, and cheers.